All right, kids. Let's get this rolling here. We're on Viaduct now. It's the second map of the grand finals for Open, ESEA Open. If you are just coming into this cold, and the teams will be Bud Squad versus Quantum Flux.
Quantum Flux having their first loss of the postseason a couple minutes ago. Cool minute.
Right.
Since they just lost their first match. So we'll see if the Bud Squad wins this match. They win the championship, and the same also true for Quantum Flux. So this is the
This is
end
it.
right here.
All the
ESEA
marbles.
Season 15 will be donezo, barring any pauses or other assorted problems, in a maximum of like a half an hour.
Yes. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of history right now. The last time that Quantum Flux and Bud Squad played on Viaduct, it resulted in a 4-3 win for Bud Squad after Sean Bud outdamaged and outfragged his entire team by going scout in the second half. Pala hit some insane shots, one of which that Blinky was positive was a trigger bot. And I looked at the STV and I gotta tell you, like, it was a nice shot, but I don't know. It was midair snap headshot on Blink, who he was like flying through the air like top speed in his words. So there's that. Hopefully we'll see some good stuff. Yeah, I honestly don't know who's gonna win this. I think the story is that if Quantum Flux can deal with Pala, they can deal with Sean Bud, they can make it happen, then it might be in their favor. The biggest difference here is that Ozzy is not playing for Bud Squad this time. It's actually going to be Star, and I actually think that Ozzy has a bigger presence than Star does. Sacrilege, I know.
Yeah, how dare you?
How
Yeah,
dare I question Star?
I don't know. I think coming into this, the momentum is definitely in favor of Bud Squad because A, they just won. B, they've won in the past with on Viaduct, and C, Quantum Flux had a really that sort of match is not the one you want to have coming into this with
Yeah,
the Uber drops, the
right.
really bad mids.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
going to be a little demoralizing, even if you have a lot of self confidence.
Yes, if I was Blinky right now, I'd be hurting a little bit. But he's a competitor. He's got to shake it off. Channel some of that weird juju that he has. I don't know. No, no pun intended by saying juju. That's hilarious, though. I
Yes,
just made a joke without even
you
trying.
did an A+.
It looks like we got 12 in the server right now, and then we're about to go live pretty soon. Any minute now, actually. So let's see. Lang playing with the black box. Played with it the whole time on Badlands. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if it's a thing yet. So we'll have Quantum Flux in blue, Bud Squad in red.
It does appear to be a thing because we're going to see a black box middle here. It looks like, and also a Power Sniper middle as we get through this ready up segment where they reset a couple times.
Yep, and here they go out. Chris is kind of taking his time here. Sizer on the rock right now, just kind of taking this good position here, putting out a couple stickies, not really doing anything. Paolo is playing from China. Star and Ling both go down after Sal gets picked on the left side here if you're on the Quantum side. We'll call it the tunnel side and then cliff side because this map is weirdly symmetrical but in a different way. It's like a hot dog, a hamburger fold as opposed to a hot dog fold, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got and we have Quantum Flux taking the hamburger. Powa watched him the whole time. He did get some nice little body shots down, but nothing too super effective. We're going to see an Uber advantage for Quantum Flux and a lot of pressure coming down. The Uber will be popped on Chris. Star will go down. Whisker Biscuit's going to get his Uber just now, back up a little bit and re-push. This is the part where Powa kind of hurts you, and he's actually going to go down in this as the Uber comes out from the Bud Squad. Sean Bud comes down, gets cringe. Sizer exchanges and takes out Christopher. Demo on demo violence. And Star's going to go down to Tic Tac somewhere around there, and there are eyeballs from Phaser on the point. Gets a nice little headshot. I don't know that they're going to give him any more, so he's going to pull out. Point goes to the Bud Squad.
So Blink was out of there a long time ago. It didn't really matter that the Ubers are going to be equal here. I think it was kind of on them to force to Whisker in a bad place. But here we go. The answer to Pala is Phaser. This is also something that happened during Viaduct, where Phaser went sniper, and it was pretty much the only person that was able to really stand up to him. Sal, even though he is from Panama, and he must be channeling some of that blood, that Latino blood, just wasn't making it happen on Sniper. So Phaser is just as good, but actually, as I say that, gets taken out by pipe spam from Sizer.
And Tic Tac tries to go for a spy play, but ends up decloaking pretty much right in the middle of Bud Squad, and is immediately found because someone suddenly becoming visible. 6 out, you know, people here have played quite a bit of TF2, so...
Right, somebody needs to watch a couple more stabbing videos and work on their spy. That's right. What is it? What does he say? Snap and stab, or whatever. I don't even know what that guy says.
Well, it's a good tagline anyways, I'm sure.
Yeah, right?
So we've got this situation now where time is really kind of in danger of getting away from Quantum Flux, and they're just going to go ahead and Uber in and try to do stuff now. Whisker Biscuit still not popping. Christopher and Sal go down in a sticky trap from Sizer, more or less.
Right.
Got Sizer probably going to get himself a sniper kill there too. Yep, so there goes Phaser. Pretty much a disaster push for Blink and friends.
They really did not want to pop first there. They wanted to be popping second, and that's kind of like bad on their part.
Well, losing 2 people during your Uber pretty much dooms you.
Yeah, that'll do it too, right? Almost guaranteed to when you pop that way. And now Whisker trying to desperately stay alive here as Quantum Flux suicides on them. And actually they give up the point. So it's kind of a mistake there on BUDSQUAD's part there, losing so many. They had it. They just had to keep point pressure there, and they just kind of gave it up.
Yeah, for the meta background of this, the team that holds the point has a respawn disadvantage. Right. So, I mean, they gave it up there thinking, yeah, we're probably going to lose too much here to repush, which is what they're trying to do now. So they're trying to get in now that they've given the crappy spawns. Blink under pressure at 90. And that's probably going to be the Bud Squad just coming right back in. So you have 2 alternative methods there. The Uber's actually going to come out to block the point from Quantum Flux. Causes the exchange from the Bud Squad star, going to get himself a cringe and then go down to Panamanian Sal. Big headshot on Tic Tac out of the sky, more or less, and Sal too.
Sal. That looked dirty. That looked super dirty. Phaser actually is on Sniper, so he's like, great, everybody's dead now. What am I supposed to do? And you're going to get dominated by Sizer is what's going to happen. So, Bud Squad, and they kind of have control of this round pretty decidedly. How many seconds they got? My HUD is broken.
40.
So
they have 40 seconds to get on this. So it's totally doable. They aren't going to be able to use Uber to do this. They also don't have a sniper, so that's I would say a good thing in this situation. But they need to get going. Cringe goes down by himself, more or less, in a sticky trap. So things not looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and probably call this for the Bud Squad. Christopher very hurt. Blink goes down to a bomb from Lang. Sal and Tic Tac go down as well. Only 2 players left alive. Phaser trying to make stuff happen on the point. And Christopher gonna get the courtesy parting way from Power. And that will be it. Whisker Biscuit pops on the point, yeah. So yeah.
Some stats padded there a little bit. Didn't really need to. Power doing it big. Phaser, you know, I want to see him do more. I want to see him shut down Power as sniper, but it doesn't seem like Bud Squad is giving him the chance to even get close to him.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm going to actually watch Tic Tac here at this mid. He's going to go straight onto the point. Doesn't really get too much damage out. Nice little rocket on Christopher. We're going to see Sal go down. Star goes down, so we're just trading around on scouts right now. Phaser gets domed, and Lang will get himself a Tic Tac. And Cringe will get domed too, so that's 2 there on this mid.
Both medics don't really want to come in here, as one Quantum Flux has nobody up, and Whisker was down to like 50 health at the time.
Yeah, that sniper was eyeballing for Blinky too, so you don't want that in your life. They already experienced that on Badlands quite a number of times.
So here Quantum Flux is they're just waiting for their demo here to push out on Cliffside here, and Phaser is on Sniper right now. A little bit of a 1v1 going on the left side of the map, or the tunnel side of the map there. But nobody's really committing anything. Both Ubers are ready for both teams. See what happens. I want to see Phaser hit just a cuckoo bananas like headshot right now that just wins them this push, but nobody's really peeking it.
Well, the Uber comes out really early from Blink, and so this is going to be another disaster push for Quantum Flux, most likely. Cringe is going to go down to Sizer. We actually just more or less have trading, actually. Soldiers and scouts missing Sizer. A little bit more important than a scout.
Blink in trouble, though, right now with gets an Uber saw, but not enough to seal the deal. Phaser also getting taken out, finally, sniper v sniper. I actually liked Quantum's chances right there. They had a demo still up. They had just killed the BUDSQUAD's demo, and they kind of just hung out by that house and just let the BUDSQUAD just surround them and get the kills that they needed there.
Yeah, they also didn't really utilize their respawn advantage, and Cringe is gonna go down again to a sniper, double bombing soldiers. One gets air shot. I believe that was Tic Tac, took a little rocket in the foot and got boosted. Christopher bombs on, got Phaser 2 on the point, and they managed to get Lang on their suicide, so not really the most effective four-man sack in the history of Viaduct.
Right. And it's like one of those, now, so the Spud Squad's going to forward hold. Chris is going to go down to Pala. Pala up to 5 kills at this point on this life. And Pala's just kind of winning it for his team right now. I'm not going to lie. There he goes, killing Tic Tac now. The Uber still has not been popped for red, and this, without any time on the point, with just a minute left in the clock for BUDSQUAD, I don't know if Quantum can really pull out a win on this round right now. This is looking pretty brutal for Quantum Flux.
Yeah, this is looking like a no-time round for Quantum Flux. They are going to pull Phaser out here. So try to do something with the sniper. They push into the forward hold. Christopher goes down.
So does Sizer.
Yeah, oh wow. And now the Uber will finally come out. Phaser going to go down to invincible scout players. Actually not going too bad for BUDSQUAD right now, but they do manage to lose Lang there. So we will see some time for Quantum Flux. So that's good. Whisker Biscuit manages to get maybe out. Scouts are coming in hot. Shambud tries to do hero things.
But Christopher is ready for him. Gets 2 kills in the scouts. A little bit of revenge for him.
So now we're seeing probably just a little bit of a testy repush. The ball is more or less in the Bud's court right now because they have a respawn advantage, so they can afford to dry push this and fail.
Right.
As long as their medic stays alive, this is hokey-dory for them, and they've got 2 minutes exactly as of my stating that to kill, so they're just going to wait on things to happen.
What I want to see from Blinky right now is I want to see him run crits at some point. I think that this team does really well with that, and they also have Christopher. But Blink dropping for the first time to a headshot from Pally, that's very bad for him. But Whisker Biscuit also going down too, so, I mean, not the end of the world, but still, definitely not something. And there it is, the frag movie headshots, ladies and gentlemen, from Pala, the hacking Brazilian sniper. And I say that good-naturedly, of course.
Yeah, a little bit of sarcasm. But, so we will see BUDSQUAD retake this point, and they have a full complement, which is not something you really want to have. We're going to see a big double jump come in from Phaser. He's going to get devoured right away. The Christopher follow-up comes in, but Christopher's really hurt. He's going to get down by a roller. Tic Tac going to get taken out by Powa, whose kill streak was finally broken. And that will be the round.
So what's interesting right now is that Shambud is playing this really... He's playing like a pocket scout role at this point. He's just kind of hanging out with Whisker and just be like, yeah, man, I'm just going to kill everything that comes at you because we're not going to have to worry about anything because Powell's just going to kill both their soldiers every single time. So that's kind of the strat right now is pocket scout on Shambud.
Yeah, that 185 is really strong. We have soldiers coming in really aggressive for this mid. Tic Tac going to get piped out of the air. And trading 2 for 2 right now. Sizer finally going to go down. Whisker Biscuit very hurt right now. 7 health, 10. Now he's dead. So we'll have a nice Quantum Flux little cleanup here unless Powa does amazing things. And he will not.
Yep. It looks like Quantum Flux finally, for the first time in this map, has gotten the initiative after this this first fight here. They got a good time on the. They're going to have a good time on the point. They have a decent Uber advantage, and what I want to see right now is I want to see Quantum Flux use this Uber in a way that does not let Bud Squad even try to get close to the point.
And that's exactly what they do. They're gonna Uber on to Power and get him, of course. They do lose too. Sal went down really early in that. That's not really a big deal. His respawns will come in about the same time. Phaser going down hurts a little bit more. They also didn't kill Whisker Biscuit. So ideally what we're gonna see now, if you're a Quantum Flux fan, is you're gonna see Whisker Biscuit peek out here and get immediately popped. And that's what we've got trying to have happen from Tic Tac. He's gonna manage to get himself a power kill, but no Uber poppage going on. Whisker Biscuit does get forced.
Phaser gets in at the very last second there, and he's able to kill Sizer too, which is pretty much going to end this push for Bud Squad, unless Quantum just lets him have it here, which would be kind of silly. Chris is got a lot of pressure on him right now. But no, his scouts coming to save him from Star. Star actually is trying to follow up on Bud Squad or on Sean Bud's damage, but not really doing a very good job of it. Laying down to 16 health is going to be all around his spawn. That's it. Paolo getting a nice shot on Phaser as he drops down there. He's looking for Blinky right now, trying to equalize it. Instead of finding Sal, Blinky is long gone though, with Uber now, so that's good for Quantum Flux anyway.
Yeah, they've still got time on their side, so this isn't really a big deal as long as we don't see a miracle Uber drop headshot or something like that occur. This should be a pretty much done deal. The Bud Squad, due to their sniper, can't really put a ton of pressure on. So this should be pretty clean. The important thing here is, does Whisker Biscuit die or not? So he's gonna survive, it looks like, pretty cleanly. Gonna have a soldier come in hot on him. Power shot button, Whisker Biscuit down. Tic Tac is man of the hour. So that's gonna give a significant amount of time to Quantum Flux.
They're just picking up kills left and right in this sort of what do we call this? Behind the house, around this house
I call
area.
it no man's land.
All right,
because generally, if you
like
stand in no man's land, you're gonna die. Generally you have to push out of there very quickly, or you're gonna get flanked by something. And so right now we have like Bud Squad standing around here, and Whisker Biscuit dies. That's you can't chill in no man's land. It is bad.
Yes. So Blink actually surfing out away from a bomb from Lang, and Lang is kind of looking for him. Doesn't really know where he is. This is going to be a free kill for Tic Tac. And now I think is he typing something? No. I wanted there to be some trash talk, but there isn't. This is good. Quantum Flux has played this exactly the right way that you should be playing a Viaduct round. Is they've just had control of it the whole time. Stuffing them in no man's land is definitely a good strategy. Maintaining this super advantage, but Paula gets a kill at the same on Christopher. This might mean that they aren't able to take it, but looks like the Uber has been now popped for Quantum Flux, and Whisker Biscuit goes down again. Not a good round for Whisker. He's getting taken out a lot alongside his demo, which is usually a pretty losing combination at the time. But Paula trying to save the round with some of these headshots. Blinky is actually getting a dude Uber song and kills him on China. He went all the way around just to kill Paula.
Blinky getting himself a nice little frag.
It'll revenge.
Yeah, a little bit of revenge for the drops and other problems that have been dealt to him. Blink's actually going to spawn now. He's not charging with anybody, but it's not really a huge deal. They've got 2 minutes. All Quantum Flux has to do is cap this point, and they automatically win. Yeah. So they've got time to kill and frags to get. They do manage to bag a Lang. Cringe is going to go down to Power. Starting to be a theme on this map. Tic Tac coming in to push people back.
I don't know about this. It doesn't seem like they're doing a whole lot of work here on this dry push. That means that they're just gonna be able to respawn and jump back in. Not a whole lot of harm done to them. But Whisker Biscuit will have Uber by the time that they come in and push, which is gonna be pretty interesting how they use it. If they use it correctly, then they should be able to stuff them like Quantum Flux did. But if they kind of just wait for them to get on the point, it could go either way.
Now, a little sneaky change here. Blink has crits. So,
Oh
and Phaser kills himself. Couldn't handle the pressure. Christopher's gonna go down in the suicide, but Uber comes out. Whisker Biscuit gets taken down to something like 20 some odd health. So this is exactly what you want, and you've got 40 seconds to make this work. They're pushed up very close are the Bud Squad, and Powa's going to be in a really good
right now,
position.
he gets the drop! Oh my god, he was hiding in that little spot, in that little, what is it? The little
on top of the
spot.
pallet?
Yeah.
I was watching Powa, so I missed it, but yeah, another old viaduct trick from the roamer. Whisker Biscuit doesn't have Uber, and he's getting pressured pretty hard. He's down to 10 health. I don't know, we got a Christopher Sizer battle on the point. Again, all they have to do is cap here. Sizer doing big damage, Christopher can't do it. Scout's coming in. Gonna be a pretty hot fight here for a second, but that's probably it.
What a rounds.
So that will
Big
be
play
a 3-0 to the Bud Squad on the back of Lang's big sneaky play. And that will be a good half here. So, pretty strong. I'm feeling good about my prediction.
Yeah, Bud Squad's, they're doing it big. I mean, Quantum Flux had all the initiative. All they had to do was just cap once, and they bled almost 2 minutes off the time before they can make it happen. And it was that crits play, like, it was, like you said before, it's a risky thing to do sometimes, and to always to go crits, but I mean, it's also can reap some high rewards, and there was the risk there. Lang basically just shot 2 rockets on him. Didn't need a whole lot of MGE time to know how to do that.
Yeah, pretty much anyone could do that one as long as they knew about the hiding spot.
Right.
And you know, to be fair, they probably didn't check for it because they knew they only had 40 seconds to get out there, use it, and cap the point. So Lang caught them at like the perfect storm moment where they were definitely in a hurry. So, and there it was.
They had 3 doors to walk out of, and for them to choose that one in particular is like, that's pretty lucky. You know, there's some luck involved, I think, in roaming sometimes. What am I saying? It's almost all luck.
Or Hawaii. Yeah,
Right.
Hawaii would be the proper. So we're going to go back in here. The match is now live. Will we see Quantum Flux come back out of their hole, or will we see the Bud Squad walk away with $600?
They're going to need at least 3 rounds here to even come close, but I don't know how long these halves are.
Well, so because of to kill the mid, which is now basically already over for the Bud Squad coming in pretty hot here. Star gonna manage to capture at that point. There's no actual half timer here, so it's gonna play out.
I see. So whoever's got the 4th win is the winner of the match.
Mm-hmm. So it could be real long or it could be real short. Bud Squad's right now has got this time. Phaser gonna go down in a sticky trap. Coming up out of no man's land on the stairwell is Tic Tac and Christopher. The Uber comes out from Blinky. Whisker Biscuit actually doesn't yet have his Uber, and Lang's gonna go down, so we're probably not gonna get to see it used right away.
Nope, they're popping right away. They're gonna go back in and retake this. Sizer's gonna be able to take out Sizer's gonna take out Christopher, and Shama come in to clean up the Blinking and Tic Tac, and that was a good play by Bud Squad. Great retake. They just played it the exact way they should.
Yeah, Flux went in for some kind of like deep after Uber push and got flanked. I don't really know what that play was because they had a 2-man advantage. You can kind of just let those frags go unless it's going to be the med. We see Lang jumping around a little bit, saying hello to Christopher with his black box, but no actual kill. Uber in favor of Blink.
And actually, he is on crits right now.
Oh, well, there we go. So we're going to get to see Christopher be the man of the hour, probably.
Power going down to Tic Tac to a crater. Whisker also getting taken down. So this is really good. We're going to see the same play again. Let's see if Lang makes a repeat performance. He's thinking about it. He's like, why would they be... Oh, right. They're probably going to push in with crits right now. I should be... Oh, I see them.
Ideally here, if I were in this position as a medic, I would not want to use this crits right now. And Blink's gonna go ahead and drop it. Yeah,
no.
that's one of that actually isn't necessarily that bad of a drop, because if you manage to hold the crits through that, because they're not really gonna give you kills, right? Because they don't have a medic. They didn't have a medic there. So mainly the only thing you're gonna see is either a flat no contest or no contest defense or medic suicide. Whisker Biscuit actually gonna go down to Sal, who's on 3 kills right now. So that's pretty good. We're gonna see some time going down for Quantum Flux. A bit of a repush as well from Shambud, who managed to pick up Phaser.
Yeah, Sal was actually inside the house, and he kind of like peeked out the window, and he saw the medic right there, and he was like, "Cool, tight. I'm gonna go kill him now." And was able to kill him in front of a couple people. Not the best thing for medics. I hate dying when my team is all in front of me.
Yeah, that's it's one of the things that'll put a medic right into the sad zone.
That is true. But let's see what's going on right now. Very close round right now with Quantum Flux coming up on tying the time for BUDSQUAD here. But they're losing a lot of people, and they got long spawns.
Yeah, we'll see Cringe come back. They actually managed this pretty well with Sizer and Shambud kind of dying a little late there, so that's going to deaden this push. Christopher had some really nice pipes on Star, given Star was kind of running straight at him, but, sometimes the demo man misses the non-strafing scout, so
it's the hardest
that was
thing
good
to hit
there.
In the game. Scout running straight at you. Sizer, Lang, and Sean all going in. I think this is a suicide. Powell is going to get the headshot to go. And Whisker's gonna get a free Uber, but they got to do it quick, so their spawns are all coming up right now. Powell will be the last one to spawn, and Blinky now just getting up as well. Blinky asking Powell, "Where did you come from?" And he was just chilling behind the rock.
Phaser did have a nice air shot there. Christopher actually, it was like a double assist air shot. He hit him the first time, so that was a nice little play there, but it was all ruined by Blinky getting domed by Power. Christopher gonna reject himself off the viaduct, which is that little bridge there, and not really get chased. We're gonna see an easy recap for Whisker Biscuit and Friends. But he's gonna go down. Yeah, Sal's coming back through. I did not see him.
And Tic Tac gets that to the wall shot on Sizer, but it's still a kill. The point has now just been capped here for BUDSQUAD, but Tic Tac's got plenty of health. Sal pretty much getting a 5k right there on there. He pretty much saved the round for his team right now.
Yeah, a little bit of Panamanian Thunder being brought there.
That is true.
We do have 10 seconds left on the clock for our friends in Quantum Flux. Sal's gonna go down, but Whisker Biscuit and Sizer all down. Pretty nice shot there too from Christopher. So that's a round for Quantum Flux.
3-1. Don't call it a comeback quite yet, folks, but it's good to see at least Quantum getting on the board.
Indeed.
This mid, I'm going to watch Lang a little bit. I don't really know what he's doing with his black box. Looks like he's just kind of spamming a little bit. Not really doing any big jumps. He's down to 90 health. Phaser is going to do some big jumps, and it looks like, yeah, just kind of hanging out, not really doing much. But still getting killed just by standing in one place and shooting the ground. So hey, soldier class.
Sometimes it works out. So yeah, pretty solid little passive mid play from our friends in the BUDSQUAD. So that's gonna give them the point. Ubers are more or less equal. We're not really gonna see anything unique come into play here. So we'll probably see the sack come out. Sal goes down. Cannot get the power plays and mimic his Brazilian friend. So, well, I don't know. Chris is kind of pushing up through middle here. And he's going to get a little bit of a sniper hello and back out. The Uber, it appears to be an Uber, is coming up the cliff now. So it's pretty close. So we should be seeing something happen right now.
It looks like they're adapting a little bit. They tried to get at least the force before they popped their Uber, and they were able to do it. The Ubers were a pretty good exchange here, except for Cringe and Tic Tac going down during the Uber, which is not good. Christopher hitting a really nice pipe on Whisker Biscuit, and hits and follows up with a roller. Sizer in a lot of trouble right now. Is going to get taken out by Phaser before he goes down. And I just realized that Phaser has switched to Scout. and Snell is now sniping. So kind of playing a little playbook there.
Yeah,
Bud
taking
Squad
a page
playbook.
out of the Bud Squad playbook. I did see, since I'm a medic, I'll mention it. I know you are too, but Whisker Biscuit did have a really clutch flash during there, but it kind of came to nothing. But still, it should be mentioned.
Yes. Hey, very underappreciated, our medics out there. They're wonderful, beautiful creatures, and everyone should love them.
Control point is being contested.
But
Laying
wow.
down to headshot, trading of headshots. Blink gonna go down to Sean Bud as well, so
Sean Bud getting taken out by that 90 SMG. Big Sal.
So, still holding the point are Quantum Flux. We see Whisker Biscuit come up. He's going to have Uber advantage by virtue of his faster spawn over Blink. So, kind of puts the ball in the Bud Squad's court. It'll be interesting to see what happens here. Whisker Biscuit's going to go down. So, Quantum Flux goes for the more aggressive play, gives themselves Uber advantage. They may end up having to cede this point as a result.
Control point is being
But Blink has to be careful here.
Yeah,
Losing his
Christopher
whole
and
team
Cringe
and-
go down.
Oh, no, he might go down.
I
No,
just saw
there
it,
it is.
yeah. I'm sorry there, London. I didn't see how terrible it was.
We have
It's
lost
okay.
control point.
Yeah, Blink got himself caught out there. Kind of there's like a mixed set of ideas about what should be going on there.
Right.
Because you saw two players suicide and then a bunch of people not run away.
I think a lot of it is that, you know, for Viaduct, I feel like a lot of teams, what happens when what gets away from them is when they don't really play with, when their whole team doesn't play together. When you have them all separated and stuff, especially during these fights where you need to clone people, it's a little bit harder. But yeah, we see Sean Bud go down, but right after that, Star getting 2 kills on Christopher and Cringe. So here it is. Star kind of pulling his weight right now as the other scout showing everybody that he's not the only one getting a 4K right there, including a medic pick. Pala able to kill Sal here, who is just kind of hanging out in their China. And this looks good for Bud Squad. They got a full Uber advantage, less than a minute left on the clock. And they got people alive. Cringe going in there and just kind of dying, and this might be it, actually.
Yeah, this situation is absolutely dire. You don't want to be here on Viaduct. Blinky got caught out really poorly there on the last one, and now the suicide's coming around. The Uber does get popped, but there's only 30 seconds to go. Given spawns are going to happen within that time, Sizer's going to go down. That's huge. 20-second spawn on Sizer, so we could see a quick repush, but they're going to have to go really fast. This is the time where, like, back before Quick Fix was banned, you would pull out the Quick Fix and try to get to mid as quickly as possible, you know, in scrims. This is that time. Christopher going to go down to power.
And that might be the nail in the coffin. Mark
Yeah.
says.
Oh, Tic Tac. Yep, that's the kiss of death. Well, I don't know. Blink and friends are on the point, but Phaser and Cringe all go down. There goes Blink. So there we go. Quick recap for the Bud Squad, who are now your ESEA champions.
ESEA Open Season 15, Bud Squad able to take the win in a very riveting 4-1 victory for them. Wow, that's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, we got to see some solid matches, a lot of wacky things you don't normally get to see in matches. Remember, viewers, remember that double wipe, because you're probably never going to see it again unless you play a lot of TF2.
Absolutely. If you have just been tuning in and trying to see what's going on, this was the ESEA Open Grand Finals between Quantum Flux and Bud Squad. I went to 2 maps. That's pretty awesome to see. Yeah, if you want to know more about competitive TF2, go to teamfortress.tv and check out all the things, talk about things on the forum. Get enamored by all the silly invite drama that everybody is so obsessed with, and just get on that bandwagon. Yeah. So there's that. Good games going by everybody. What do you got to say?
Well, shout outs. I'll steal your thunder since we
Yeah,
always
go
do
for
it. Shout out to Dash for doing the camera work for tonight, and also having a little music prepped for us when we had trouble with the STV. And especially big thanks to the viewers here who stuck around. I'm probably as happy as all of you are that this went down without a pause.
Yeah.
or
issue.
any of the other shenanigans. This is a
We
first.
just got to see some TF2, and that's awesome. I'm so glad that could happen.
All we really wanted were video games, and we got them. So I am pleased.
All right, I am London calling. This is Marxist.
Hello.
I think we outie. Free June. Peace.
Nice.